The New York Liberty finally break through to get their first win following a 5-game losing streak. They faced off against a shorthanded Chicago Sky team that was dealing with a tough break following a game played in Chicago just the night before and a puzzling scheduling choice that forced the Sky to fly into New York City the day of the game. Chicago is also missing key player Courtney Vandersloot, who scored the game-winning 3-point shot the last time the two teams faced off. The Liberty started the game off hot, going on an 8-0 run, forcing the Sky to call a timeout very early on in the game. The Liberty would be able to hold on to that lead into the end of the first quarter as it ended in a 3-point advantage heading into the second. The main story of the first half was the balanced attack of the Liberty, who had multiple players making their mark and points scored. The second quarter would start off strong for the Liberty as well, but as time ticked off the clock in the first half, we saw a bit of the classic Liberty of late, giving up a lead and heading into half down a point. The biggest issue in the first half seemed to be foul trouble, with Steph Dolson ending the half with 3 fouls. The second half, however, is where things really began to pick up. Steph Dolson started incredibly strong, getting the Liberty on the right foot forward. The Liberty would hold a lead until about halfway through the fourth, where the Sky star Candace Parker began to surge back into the game. The final 3 minutes were entirely back and forth between the two teams with no clear winner in sight. It wasn't until a daggering 3-point play was converted by Sabrina Ionescu to bring the Liberty up 1 with only 9 seconds left to go. Candace Parker got one more chance to be the hero, but would end up missing the shot, fouling, and sending the Liberty to the charity stripe, where they would seal the game. It ended in an 83-80 Liberty victory. There was a lot to take away from this game. Firstly, it's promising to see that there is no shortage of Liberty players who can leave their mark in a must-win game. Ionescu, Howard, Dolson, and Shu all finished in double figures. While there are things to be worked on, such as foul troubles, the Liberty have shown that they may have found what it takes to win against quality teams. It was clear this one meant a lot, and here's what head coach Sandy Brondello had to say about the meaning behind the victory.
We've been up and down, and we deserved this win. When that shot went up by Emma last Chicago game, we lost on a Vandersloot 3. So I was like, not again. Not that we would have lost, it would have tied it. But, we've been struggling a little bit, not getting wins. But what I've really liked about this team is that we stayed together as a team. Everyone hates losing, and I'm just saying you just got to hang in there. You just got to grind it out. You got to find some little wins, even when the games you lost. So for us to win against a really good team, regardless of their back-to-back, I mean, we had to dig deep to win it, and I'm just happy. But still got 9 games to go, so hopefully it'll just give us a little bit of hope.
The Liberty will return on Friday, July 29th, as they take on the Sky again in Chicago. With WFUV Sports, I'm Julia Moss.